I don't believe that there's someone on earth, especially a Jew, that really can ready to live his life like with no reason, with no meaningful reason or whatever. I think after you see how many people lost their life, how many families lost their beloved people, you understand that you don't want to miss a moment.
Today, we're sitting down with Noam Buskila. You've probably seen those clips on TikTok, on Instagram, of soldiers on the front lines of Gaza and Lebanon playing guitar, singing, dancing. That was probably Noam. And now he goes around to wounded soldiers, he goes to hospital patients, and to really just anybody who's in need of chizuk and gives them a smile.
In this conversation, we talk about what it's like to be called up as an IDF reservist and be called up to the army. We talk about how to show up for your family. It's something that Noam is amazing at, just showing up for people in their lives. And also some updates on the war in Iran, between Israel and Iran. I think you'll enjoy this one.
Welcome,
Noam Buskila.
אל תירא ישראל, have no fear Israel. Why? כי גור אריה לא אתה, you are a baby lion, you are a cow. ואריה משק, מי לא יירא, מי לא יירא. You know what does it mean? ואריה?
Lion.
משאג, roar.
Ashag?
ישאג. Let's נשאג together, ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
They gotta get you for Lion King. That would be so good.
מי לא יירא, ואריה עם משאג, מי לא יירא, מי לא יירא. So this is the name of the operation. עם כלביא. What's the name in English?
Rising lion?
Rising lion.
Is it a baby lion?
Yeah, that's a baby lion.
Okay.
So you know what's the message for the Iranians? Don't mess not with the lion. Don't mess with the cub, with the baby lion.
Why?
Because it's Kal Vachomer. The baby lions, the Israel, even the baby lion is so strong, so you should stay away and watch out. Because if the baby lion, if the cub will roar on you, at you, it's the end. And thank God that's what we see since last Thursday night. Since that amazing operation started, we see miracles. Who would believe that you will see aircraft just, enjoying, chilling in the sky of Iran? It's really a miracle what we see. You remember, if I would tell you, DJ and Asher, 2 months ago, in 2 months, the Israeli Air Force will be in Iran and they will do whatever they want to do. You will probably think that I'm...
No way.
No way, right?
That'd be wild.
But this is the reality now. It's the backyard of the Air Force, of the Israeli Air Force. So what should we sing together?
Thank you, Hashem. We had him on. Thank you, Hashem.
Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem. And thank you to our brave pilots and fighters and the Israeli soldiers. Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. You do any vocal exercises this morning?
This morning I didn't have time. I'm sorry.
You can do them right now. How do we do a vocal exercise?
So actually I have it here. I have a bottle and I'm...
Oh.
First I'm drinking a lot and then I'm starting with a... This is warming up the vocal cords. It's great. And then you. It's a lot of... It's the minimum time, it's 10 minutes, but every day. It's a lot because I'm non-stop singing and it's hard. And by the way, it's time to say thank you to my cousin Naama. First of all, she's an amazing singer. She sings with Avram Tal.
Oh, wow.
You know Avram Tal? Many songs. He's a great singer.
For me, all Israeli music is just Israeli music. I don't know who the artist
I know,
is.
same for me. And she's a great teacher for vocal cords. She does with Noah Kiril, with all of the big names in Israel. She's really talented. And thank God, without her, I probably wouldn't be able to do the same with my singing, because I'm literally non-stop singing.
You're everywhere.
Thank God, it's a special time, special times, special mission.
Before we do anything, I just want to say thank you and how special it is to have you here. When you first came in with the guitar, I said, is this the guitar from the videos? Because there's something, just touching it, you feel how the magnitude of what you're doing.
I should thank the amazing lady that gave it to me as a gift when I came to Montreal last January. So since then, at the beginning I thought it's weird, but I really see that people see, the Star of David and my name. It's
an icon now.
It's really something very special.
And it's everything you're doing because you're nonstop. Like even just here, you're so busy right now. And for most people, they run in, they're saying, oh, I'm busy, I have to run out also. It's like because they have random things that they want to do, that they want to be working on. And for you, it's because you're running around to all these hospitals and visiting people. And it's so abnormal and so amazing.
Baruch Hashem, it's my privilege to do it. I think that each one of us, everyone is looking for meaningful life, right? Like we are always looking for the reason of what is the reason that motivating me to do what I do. And we just need to take the point of view, to look around us and to understand that especially always there's so many things to do, but especially since October 7th, I think we got a new reason to life.
What were you doing before October 7th? Because it was like a rocket. It took off.
Yeah.
That's probably an untimely way to put it. But
like a ballistic missile.
It's like you just came out of nowhere.
So I'm singing since I know myself, but for almost 20 years, I do bar mitzvot. I live in Tzfat, the magical city of Tzfat.
I didn't realize people lived there. Anytime I'm there, it's empty.
You like that, the cave? You know the cave with the echoes?
Of course.
Yeah. It's a good
In the
place.
citadel, the Crusader Citadel, the top of the hill of Tzfat. Tzfat is amazing. Place I grew up in Bat Yam, which is very close to Tel Aviv, but I came to the yeshiva after I graduated high school. And Tzfat was kind of my new beginning of exploring my personality, my Judaism, everything, my relationship with myself, with the world, with Hashem. And I live in Tzfat. And 20 years ago, by the way, just right after the second war of Lebanon, I started to do my Bar Mitzvah project, which is to celebrate and to mark this amazing day with Bar Mitzvah boys during the earlys in the old shuls in Tzfat. There are so many old shuls.
So much history there.
So much history. Tzfat is more than 3,000 years old. And especially since the 16th century with the Arizal, Lecha Dodi, Shalom Aleichem, Yedid Nefesh, all these songs were written in Tzfat.
Karbach, he lived in Tzfat?
No, Carlebach lived in
he
America.
didn't write
What's
those.
going on with you, Asher?
I don't know,
You're
man.
the local man. But
Uneducated.
he came a lot to Tzfat because Tzfat is a very spiritual city. Very musical. Tzfat is, everyone comes. When I say everywhere I go in the world, so everyone asks me, where do you live? I say, Tzfat. You see, like people are opening their eyes. Tzfat, wow. So yeah, Tzfat is a very special place to live, even though, as you said, DJ is, especially since the war, it's empty. But in a regular day, Tzfat is a magical city to live in.
How did you always know you were going to be in the army? Because it seems like if you were in yeshiva, it's not so simple that everyone in yeshiva is going to end up in the army.
But it's not a Haredic yeshiva. It's not a from yeshiva. In Israel, you see my kippah? I am a kippah.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. It's, in Hebrew, we call it kippah sruga. It's representing
A srugi.
a srugi. Exactly. So it's kind of a sector or kind of lifestyle in Israel that are really familiar with living this life and to be all in this life, not just study. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, God, brought us to this world to do mission, to work with the material, to be here, to make the difference. So tzava, army, it's part of it. All of the Bible, part of it, it's, this upcoming week's parsha, it's Parshat Shlach. The Meraglim, the spies, didn't want to go to Eretz Israel, to Israel. Why? So the Lubavitcher Rebbe said that they prefer to stay in the desert because it's much better. You have the Shekhinah, the divine presence. You have everything. You have the man from the skies. You have food. You don't need to care about everything, just to learn Torah. But this is not why we came to this world. We came to this world to bring the Shekhinah, this beautiful studio, to use this podcast, to spread messages, Jewish messages. So army always was there. Since I was very young, I knew that I'm gonna join the paratroopers. I was inspired by the paratrooper story from the 6 Days War in 1967. And so since I'm 18, I'm a soldier.
What were the stories with the paratroopers in the 6-Day War?
Gewaltig. Where did your grandparents were born?
The U.S.
U.S.
as
You
far
too,
as I know.
Asher?
Egypt and Israel.
Egypt and Israel. But before, grandparents,
Maybe like Hungary, Poland. around
Europe.
there. Yeah.
Oh, so and the other side is from Europe. My bad.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all around the world, doesn't matter. My grandparents from Morocco and Yemen, if you would tell them that one day the Jewish people will have an army and they will fight against 5 nations, and in 6 days they will win, and they will be able to take all of the Middle East probably, they will be probably laughed at you and said, "Come on, give me a break. Don't talk. I have many other things to do now." And in 6 days, we took Sinai, Syria, the Golan Heights, all of Judea and Samaria that was under Jordanian administration. In 6 days, we took back the Holy Mount.
But what was with the paratroopers specifically?
The paratroopers, the unit of the paratroopers, that was the unit that conquered the Temple Mount.
So that picture with the
The famous
soldiers.
picture with the 3 soldiers at the Kotel, paratroopers. By the way, the middle one, everyone think that
Can't reach.
I really look like the middle one.
Yeah.
I can show you that.
Maybe it was you.
It's so funny. So paratroopers, yeah, I knew that I'm gonna be paratrooper. That's since
Is he alive still?
yeah, he's still
middle one?
alive. Still alive. And this is since 1967. This is the Jerusalem Day, Yom Yerushalayim, that we are celebrating. Yeah, I will show you that. It's funny. צנחנים בכותל. Oh. It's funny. The middle one.
Yeah, he does.
You think?
I think so. Wait, let me see it.
People think that I'm
Yeah, kind of.
kind of.
Maybe.
Okay.
Is it
You
bad
went-
that I've never seen that picture before?
Yeah, it's very bad.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed.
What should I do? Like, well,
It's mamash busha.
I don't know. I'm kind of
the
from.
best picture.
I'm kind of from the yeshiva community with no army.
But I think, by the way, everywhere I go since October 7, so I started with the Bar Mitzvah project, music, and then on October 7, everything started. I will tell you in a second, but I wanted to tell you something because we are doing podcast now. And you are pretty young. How old are you?
22.
Same.
Same, I'm 43. So everywhere I go, I say, and I'm also encouraging you, both of you, because the young people, and also me, but especially you, because you're starting your life, your journey, you are doing it now. You're the future. You are the future of the Jewish people, and you must learn history. It's part of you. You can, Torah, everything, good deeds, everything, but it's really part of you. We couldn't win this war without our roots. Because when you're fighting more than a year, I have friends that they are literally still reservists in reserve in duty since October 7th. It's 619 days. Where is your wow?
Wait. So
No, I want to hear wow.
Speechless.
wait. Let me
Wow.
understand. You're allowed to leave as a reservist after whatever days.
Yeah.
And they stayed
Yeah, but
the whole time.
it depends what you're doing. What is your professional? Depends what you're doing there.
So like they would give up their job. They would give up.
Everything. They left everything behind. First, their families. In my battalion, we are the 9th Battalion of the paratroopers. We are around almost 600 soldiers. We have almost 300 wives and more than 600 kids. Can you imagine?
I don't think I really could imagine, honestly.
It's really crazy. The sacrifice, mesirut nefesh. And also, we just talked about it before. I'm demanding for myself what I would really love to see. I'm expecting all of the Jewish people to do the same, to bring more, to do more.
Is that necessarily in the army?
Sure.
No. Can it be outside of like the army? Like, I don't see myself joining the IDF anytime soon. Is that bad?
No, that's not bad. That's reality. You can do it, but you can do many other things.
When you first joined, or not joined, because you were in reserves already by October
Yeah.
7th, what was it like? They called you up for 100 days that first time?
We didn't know nothing. Like,
How did it actually go? You got a
So
text?
October
What was
7th,
it?
we are dancing, Simchat Torah.
Mm-hmm.
Sisu v'simchu.
Spot?
No, I was in my sister, it's Neria. It's
Okay.
in Binyamin, Judea and Samaria.
Okay, fine, yeah.
Binyamin. And by the way, when I usually go to the mikveh before the davening, so I went to the mikveh, it was almost 8. I heard the booms, I heard the noises.
Really?
Yeah, because it's, it's close to Modi'in and you are on the mountain, so you hear everything. And they also fired at Jerusalem on October 7. And I said to myself, in Shabbat and in holidays, festivals, there is no training in the IDF. So what are these booms around me? And when I came to Shul, someone told us, listen, there is something very bad going on in the south. And in this village, Neria, 95% of the fathers are reservists. We just suddenly started to see people living, Shabbat. No one is driving. It's a religious village. You see car after car after car, people leaving. And after 2 hours, we just got the emergency call, it's Tzav Shmone. I went home, I opened my phone, I saw.
What's Sav?
Tzav Shmone, it's emergency call.
Oh.
We called up right now to your unit, join us now. And then we realized that my unit is part of the North Division. So we were sent straight to the Lebanoni border. And I always said that this is, I think, was a very hard and terrible day forever on October 7th. And our life changed forever. I lost my second cousin, Noam Buskila, and another relative of me, Yorai Cohen. He was a Yamam soldier. Also, both of them got killed on October 7th. But one of the miracles, I think the greatest miracle that happened to us, it's the Hezbollah didn't invade to Israel on October 7th. Because I'm quite sure that if Hezbollah invaded to Israel, I'm not sure I would be able to sit here with you today and talk with you. That's for sure. Because few months after, almost a year after, when we came to Lebanon, when we started the operation, on October or September, we discovered so much ammunition and so many rockets and vehicles and so many things that would be a disaster.
You were on the Lebanon border on October 7th or October 8th?
October 7th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And you had no idea if they were going to invade or not?
No, but we've been told, get ready. They are ready to invade to Israel. Like the intelligence told us, you must be ready because there are thousands of Radu'an unit, Hezbollah terrorists. They are ready to invade every second to Israel. And God knows why they didn't do it.
In the moment, what were you feeling? What were you experiencing?
In the beginning, you don't really feel, you don't really know because, it was crazy. In few hours, everyone came to the unit. Everyone were confused. It's still going on there in the south, in the Nova. No one knew anything, and you're just getting ready, get your equipment ready, and going to up north. And I can't. It was very special. Did I scared? No. Did I felt? It was weird.
Interesting. You say it's special. I would feel like the world's ending. I would feel like
No, definitely no.
No.
Definitely no, because sometimes when you understand that you're going toward or forward something very special, so you're so focused that you don't feel something, you can't feel like it was confusing. I don't know. It was special.
In that moment, what were you fighting for? Was it your family?
I think that in the first hours after a day, we realized that something very big is going on here. And I said, thank God I'm here. By the way, it's mamash hashgacha pratit. It's really funny, but I'm 43 years old.
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago, my youngest son, Yanai, was born. And by the law in Israel, in the IDF, if you have 6 kids, this is it. There. Thank you, Noam. Thank you for your service. Bye.
6 kids is a lot.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. By the way, this is the place to say thank you to Talia, my wife.
And she organized
She's a lioness.
this.
She's the lioness.
She organized this today.
Yeah.
So
She told me,
big shout
Noam,
out.
you can't let Asher down. Asher is waiting for you.
I was.
Thank
Patiently.
you, Talia.
Thank you, Talia.
You are so nudnik, Asher.
What do you mean?
You know what nudnik means?
You're saying I followed up way too many times?
You are a pusher, ultra pusher.
Someone's got to push. If I'm not pushing on the lines of Lebanon, I got to
Yeah.
make these podcasts happen.
It's okay. So I said no. I insisted to keep being in the reserve. So I said to my battalion commander Tzachi, I told him, listen, I can't leave. As long I'm okay. I'm strong enough. I'm okay. Why should I leave? Because I have 6 kids? No. So I got a permission from Talia, and I signed up, and I could be able, like I did many reserves since 5 years ago. We did many times, many training and things, but that's part of the ness, a miracle that I would be able to join this war.
It seems like you don't think of that as something heroic to do. You're just like, well, of course I'll go into war when I don't have to, when I could die, when I don't know what's
But
happening.
it's everything,
And
DJ.
have 6 kids at home.
But guys, listen, it's all of us together. You know how many soldiers called up in one day? The IDF called to call, it's one thing, but how many arrived? 400,000 in 24 hours.
Wow.
So it's not, I'm part of it.
But you didn't have to.
Yeah, but many others didn't have to. But everyone were fighting to come. I have many friends that stopped to do reserve more than a decade ago, and they couldn't come. You know how many people called me, Noam, please join me. I want to join to your unit. I'm a paratrooper like you, No. Many people fought to come. Because everyone felt like something is very big going on here. And this is part of, by the way, of my loss, that because I lost friends of mine in the same age like me, 43 years old, 6 kids, same status. And they insisted to go, and they got killed in Gaza. Also in Lebanon, my dear friend, Rabbi Avi Goldberg, he was a fighter that became a rabbi, and he went with his troop, the 228 division, into Lebanon in Sukkot, and he got killed. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was insisted as a rabbi to go and to bring chizuk to his soldiers, to almost 600 soldiers with Sefer Torah. Think about it. I think it was a Shabbat of Chol HaMoed. And he has, if I'm not wrong, 9 kids.
Wow.
Same age like me. We studied together in yeshiva in Tzfat. He could give up, but he was insist to go.
Are there any miracle stories that you haven't told anyone? Because I know you tell a lot of them, and I've heard a lot of them, but are there any that you haven't told yet?
I think that once you are in a war, it's a longest miracle, every second, every moment. I always telling that I almost got killed twice from rockets in the first 2 months, October, November, something like that. No, October, November, I think. It fell just a few steps for me. It was very hard, terrifying. One of my good friends asked to leave home. He said, I can't. He just got a PTSD from that. It wasn't such a nice experience. It was very terrifying. It was hard. And because, think about it, we were there in bushes, a few steps from the border, And it's really hard to be in the border, not in a shelter, in bushes. By the way, the first 2 months, raining, winter, cold, you're there with sleeping bags, cannot take a shower. You don't know if you give up everything. We gave up everything. But we suffered? No. We enjoyed? Of course. We were proud? Of course. You know, I always say before I'm starting to sing or during my performances, it's such a zchut, a privilege to wear the uniform of the IDF. After 2,000 years, guy, while we are talking now in the podcast, our fighters, soldiers, pilots, destroying Iran. We are living in a biblical times now. And it's amazing. And thank God, can I give up the opportunity to be part of it? I will never give up. I'm sure you too. Everyone. Like if you have the right perspective, the right vision of reality, you definitely realize that something big is going on here, and I don't want to miss every second of this opportunity to be part of it.
I feel like my being part of it is looking at the news and like being updated, but I don't know how to like connect to what's going on, what has going on. I don't know what it's like to be going to war. I don't know what it's like to be like, I've been in Israel, but I've never been like, I don't know what it's like to have missiles coming down. I don't know that experience. It's not part of my life.
And I want to bless you that you will never experience bombs and fire and rockets and, yeah, God forbid, never. But everyone can connect himself some way, somehow. Last Thursday, I performed in Toronto. And
I remember I reached out then.
yeah. And the keyboard player came to me and told me, by the way, he's a Haredi guy from Mamash. And he told me, I want to tell you that since October 7, my little daughter, refused to sleep with a pillow. She's not sleeping with a pillow. 619 days. And she's, I think, 12 or 11. I don't remember. I was shocked. I said, wow.
That is crazy.
I'm not telling you, Asher, don't sleep with a pillow tonight. But there are so many ways to be part. There is a beautiful pasuk in Tehillim that King David said, Imo anochi betzara. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. I'm with him. In the hard times, we are all getting together. So in order to show solidarity and to be together and to be supportive, I'm doing more than what I usually do.
There's a part of it also where a lot of the work that you do, you can explain it to someone in a way to excuse them from doing it. In like, you're going to go to a hospital for this person who has cancer. And like, they might even be dying in a week. And now you're going to go play guitar for them? Like, who cares? But then you see the videos and you see what's happening and you see how much of a difference it makes. But where did that understanding come from? Or what is the understanding that every small moment matters? Because I feel like I have those opportunities all the time. And to the point where I'm not even searching for them because I'm just like, they're everywhere. So what makes you actually take up all of those and not just live your life?
I think that after someone lost so many friends, I counted almost 27 friends, people that I knew, even though I wasn't a good friend of them. But I knew them, I knew their names. I think that after you see how life was so important, when you see that someone lost his life, it's kind of to lose the opportunity to do good things. I don't believe that there's someone on earth, especially a Jew, that really can ready to live his life like with no reason, with no meaningful reason or whatever. I think after you see how many people lost their life, how many families lost their beloved people, you understand that you don't want to miss a moment. You don't want to miss every opportunity to do good things, not just for me, not just for my wife, not just for my kids, for you, for someone I never met in my life, for someone that, chas v'shalom, God forbid, maybe will die from cancer next week. Yesterday, I sang for a little girl, 5 years old girl, Noah. She came from Israel. She's very sick. But just to see the spark, the little light in her eye when we were singing together, it's everything. Could I see my life without that, without this moment? 100% no. We are, again, so in special times, we are stretching ourselves.
What's going through your head in that same moment in the hospital room? A lot of people, and definitely me, if I'm in there, I'm just intimidated. I'm like, I don't know what to do right now. I feel terrible for you. I wish you could have the world, but like, it's kind of scary also. So how are you connecting with people?
Music, this guitar, I'm telling you, there is a neshama inside this wood, inside this guitar. I'm telling you for sure.
You put it in there, or it came with it?
That's
It's
a
from
great
the woman.
question. And this is the only guitar that was in Lebanon. In Gaza, many soldiers, many fighters brought their instruments. But I'm almost sure that I was the only one that got a permission to bring a guitar.
You got to put it in a box in a museum in a couple of years.
It's really amazing. So, because by the way, I know that's for sure that Hezbollah is follow me on Instagram.
They follow you on Instagram?
For sure. Definitely. Listen, Hezbollah.
Like they follow you, or they look at your
It's a
content?
big flex.
No, they're not following. It's not that I saw Hassan Nasrallah, new follower. But,
He's a big fan, by the way.
yeah, I'm sure.
He's dead, right?
Up, down in hell.
Is he dead?
Yeah,
Okay,
of
yeah.
course. One of the biggest successful.
Because he was distracted by your videos.
Yeah, you watch. Oh, this guy. No, so I know that they follow me, like not followers. They see my
They're
videos.
tracking you,
They're tracking
yeah.
me for sure. By the way, I have followers, the real followers, Christian followers from Lebanon. They told me, Noam, please, you are fighting for us. Lebanon is a beautiful country. Beautiful country. It used to be the French Riviera of the Middle East.
I heard it used to be an oasis from my grandfather. He told me there was like this like restaurant
Lebanon
with
is a
water and
gorgeous-
everything, and there used to be like a store that was bigger than Costco and whatever. I don't even know.
One of the villages I was in, I can say the name of the places, but one of them, it's really close to the beach. Heaven. But this is the difference between us, the Jewish people, and Hezbollah, and our enemies. They took this heaven and turned it to hell.
You saw that video with the saxophone? Well, there was a restaurant or something in Lebanon, and there was a saxophonist like playing saxophone, and you see all the missiles from Iran
Yes,
going to
yeah.
Israel.
2 days ago, yeah, I saw it.
That was
Saw it.
wild. That was not normal.
By the way, to show you how we are so close, Lebanon, Israel. When we were there, by the way, in Lebanon, you watch Israel, you see Haifa, you see all of the Galilee, you see everything everywhere. And you understand why we were must to be there with boots on the ground in Lebanon.
Because it's on top?
You have many places that up on the mountains, and we couldn't let it go, this situation. Anyway, so Hezbollah knows about Noam Buskila, that's for sure. And I brought the guitar, and I was singing there, I can show you, while V'akadosh Baruch Hu Matzileinu, while you see the background, broken Lebanese house.
Oh, wow.
And for the moral, it's amazing because this is what break them. This is what defeat the spirit of Hezbollah. And this is all about.
Psychological warfare.
Of course.
That's crazy.
Of course. No question, no doubt. And that's was important for me. I asked my battalion commander, I told him, listen, let me take my guitar with me. Not just my weapon, not just my gun, not just my grenades. I just want to take also my guitar.
What's the loadout like? You had the guitar in the back, rifle in the
I
front?
put it in the Jeep.
Oh, you put it in the Jeep.
Put it in the Jeep.
When I play Call of Duty, they don't let me bring the guitar. It's not one of the weapons.
I need to find that. Okay, I will find it. It's not this one. Oh, this is in Lebanon. You don't see the.
Is that you?
Yeah, with a guitar.
The one playing?
Are you serious? You don't say because of the helmet, huh?
Yeah.
And the vest.
I can't tell.
Yeah. So this is in Lebanon. So this is part of the psychological war.
It's so crazy that your life involves being in an army and fighting. Because like I feel like if you're in the American army, you're not really fighting. I hope not. It's
crazy. No,
but it's a very different life. It's you're a very different person than one of us.
This is life. This is what does it mean to live in Israel. You have everything. By the way, we lost 4 friends from they died unfortunately from explosive device in Lebanon. One of them was a very good friend of mine, Yevgeny, and same age. We know each other for 22 years. He was a company commander in my battalion.
That's very high up.
Yeah, definitely. Was very talented in high tech. And like all of us, he left everything behind and he got killed a week before we ended our service. And, I think this is the story of the Israelis, that you can be one day you can be in the office in Tel Aviv, working, doing contract for millions, and one day you are fighting against Hezbollah in Lebanon or Hamas in Gaza or Syria or whatever. We are everywhere. We are doing so many things together, but I think this is also what makes us the most special nation in the world.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like where a lot of people would compartmentalize their pain, their trauma, their sadness, and then maybe they'd play guitar on the side and be happy in those spaces and keep it separate. It seems like you're channeling a lot of it towards those same moments where it gives it a certain depth that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Definitely. By the way, I'm always say, people asking me, how can you make it after all of the sorrow you experienced? I said, by the way, to sing for me, it's a therapy. To come together with our brothers and sisters, to sing with my friends in my unit. There are tons of hours before we went in Lebanon. We were in the borders, so we had so many times, a lot of time to sing, to talk, and music, it's healing.
What have you been up to for the past year and a half, musically and out of the army? I think a lot of again, the stuff of music and everything always was around me. This is I think the most. But they used to be bar mitzvahs, right? And now
before October 7th it was bar mitzvot, and now it's mostly solidarity events, dinners, fundraising events, bar mitzvot, wedding. I just sang 2 days ago in New Jersey for a bar mitzvah celebration.
How are you choosing which songs to play? Are there big hits that you play at all of them?
So my rule is always sing what the crowd can sing with you. Because again, it's not about me. It's not about me. I have one song that I wrote, composed, Et Achai Anochi Mevakesh, which I wrote in the border in Lebanon. But mostly I'm singing covers because it's not about me, Noam, it's about us. So when I'm coming to sing, I would like it to be together, to dance together. Because if I will sing my songs or other songs that the crowd don't know,
they're not going to get as hype. They're not going to get as into it.
Yeah. It's so easy to start with Am Yisrael Chai, which is a beautiful and amazing, beautiful, powerful message. People know, singing along, dancing. So my playlist is the hits of the Jewish and Israeli songs.
In relation to all of October 7th and the past year and a half, how do you feel about the whole war with Iran right now?
First of all, we must say Shechianu. You should bring a wine. We should do a l'chaim mamash. Yeah, because it's a miracle, as I said in the beginning of the podcast. We will tell our grandkids about these days, for sure. Because I think the world will be different in the few next days.
Is this the new 6-day war?
It's
you think it's going to be...
But the reality, I think, will be much, much better. The 6 Day Wars was like, it was Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Yerushalayim, the Temple Mount was the main thing. Because, Jerusalem for every Jew, it's everything. It's our heart. You can be in New York, you can be in Panama, you can be in Africa, you can be, doesn't matter where. Jerusalem, ותחזינה עינינו בשובך לציון. This is our dream. בית המקדש, the temple to rebuild, the third one, Mashiach, our prayers, the tefillot, everything is go to the tikkun olam, and for the ula, the redemption, everything goes there. So when you say Yerushalayim, we are stopping. Yerushalayim, wow. So the 6 Day War was so amazing mostly because of Yerushalayim.
What is it now?
So now I think that no more threatening coming from Iran. Think about it, how much efforts the state of Israel did in order to do something to handle with his threatening from Iran. This guy, Machshimov Khamenei, and all of them, always, we will destroy Israel, we have nuclear weapon, this is it, this is your end. C'est tout. No more nuclear weapon, threatening of Israel, the state of Israel. That's it. It's amazing. By the way, not just about Israel, also the world.
What's actually happening? Because anytime I try and look for news, I'm seeing just so many conflicting headlines. If you go on Instagram right now, you'll see Israel getting destroyed by missiles, all these landing. And then you look at the comments, and 1 out of every 200 is some Israeli guy who's like, actually, that's from 5 years ago.
Or from a video game. They have all these like videos of like Israel getting bombed. And someone's like, this is like Arma 3. This is Call of Duty.
I'm not sure how many rockets Iran fired at Israel. I can guess that more than 1,000. 1,000, I think.
A lot hit. It looks like a lot hit.
No, but listen, I'm not sure. No, they fired us. It doesn't say that they came to Israel, because Israel fired them back. But they fired us more than 1,000 rockets. But unfortunately, we lost. I saw in Bat Yam, my hometown city, a whole family, 4 members got killed. Another 6 people got killed in Bat Yam.
Was that very close to like where you grew up?
Yeah.
That building?
5 minutes, 4 minutes.
How is that happening with bomb shelters?
So this building didn't have.
Oh.
So there
bomb
are
shelters.
people in buildings
Yeah,
that don't have
unfortunately.
bomb
I
shelters.
saw a video on Instagram of the bomb shelter. You see like a little glass broken by the window. They open the door and there's no building. It's literally, it looks like a parking garage.
It's nothing.
But it works. It looks like.
But it's a miracle. So first of all, people should not believe what's going on in the news. Mm-hmm. What's going on in Israel, it's a miracle. Again, unfortunately, people died. Unfortunately, in every Jew, everyone that died, it's a whole world. And it's really hard, but still, we were thinking that it's going to be a disaster, a chaos, much more losses, but thank God. And every day that comes, it's less rockets that they are firing, because thank God we are hitting them back big time.
What have you seen that Israel is doing in Iran right now?
Listen, I just saw this morning someone that took video of our aircraft in Iran. They are just literally flying above the buildings in Iran. It's amazing. And we are trying to avoid any try of Iran to launch missiles and to fire missiles toward Israel. So that's the story now. I'm not the spokesman of the IDF, but I know exactly like what you know, and especially while I'm here in New York. But we are fighting to end the story of Iran. That's what we are doing.
You were supposed to go to Israel
This Monday.
This Monday. Today's Tuesday.
Yesterday morning, yeah.
Do you feel like trapped here? Do you feel like you have what to do here?
First of all, I'm a believer. I believe that everything is letova. Everything comes for a good reason. I always believe. Thank God, you know what? I performed thanks to that trapping, so I could sing for this little girl, Noah. Mm-hmm. So I did a huge mitzvah. Let's choose to look at the reality in a good way. On one hand, I couldn't see my kids and my family, which is really hard for me. On the other hand, I did many good things yesterday. I sang for a few people that are sick, unfortunately. I did another two things. So I'm here. This Thursday, I'm flying to Paris because I will be singing in Paris on this Sunday. There is a huge, huge walk and support event, huge for thousands, almost 20,000 people are willing to come
Really?
in Paris. And
Is it going to be dangerous? From what I know about France,
I
it's
don't
not.
know. I never considered it dangerous. Like I always, I know that I have a mission to do.
Is that the soldier in you that you're just
Probably, when
walking right to the Lebanon
when I came
border?
the first time to Lebanon,
Mhm.
I was scared. It's not like to go from here to the, I don't know, the park, the 78th Street. You are going to Lebanon. You can die every second. People died. But you have a mission. I do my mission. I will be careful. I'm not going to do something different, dangerous or something, but I have a mission. I'm focused now. Okay? I'm a believer. Hashem is with me all the time. That's it. I will do myself. Hashem will do the best. And that's it. It's enough. It's enough.
What's your favorite song out of everything?
From my playlist or
Anything.
generally?
Anything.
I have a lot of songs that I love.
Anything low key? You know, low key?
What is Loki?
Like low key that you love, but like underrated. You know that one?
Not really. But there's a song that I really love. I also did a cover for that, Gamba Shout. It's a beautiful song because it's, I really can feel the lyrics when we were there in Lebanon, in the border. גם בשעות החשוכות של הלילה תמיד יהיה כוכב קטן שיעיר לך. Always will be a star above your head to light the way for you. And also ניגונים. I really love ניגונים. Really love ניגונים. The melodies of Hasidic ניגונים, חב"ד ניגונים. It's very powerful. Make me very calm, by the way.
It seems like part of what you're doing is, because a lot of those nigunim, you're bringing like a very from almost some Hasidic nigunim to like secular random people.
But you know what, DJ? This is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Music, it's a language. Doesn't matter who you are. By the way, I have many followers, non-Jewish followers.
Probably most of them.
No, not most of them. Non-Jewish. Not most of them, no. But a lot of hundreds. They're telling me, Noam, it's funny. They're sending me like, Jesus will help you and will protect you. Crazy blessings. But they tell me, Noam, that we are singing your songs. It's like, it's amazing. They're sending me videos of והעיקר ועם ישראל חי. It's hilarious. So music, it's a language. It's, as I said, it's healing. So it doesn't matter if I'm singing a Hasidic songs to a secular. We have the same neshama, the same soul, right? So while you hear the music, while you hear the melody, it's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
It's like those videos with like the janitors or whatever that always
That's
hear
what I
the
was thinking of,
songs.
yeah.
They hear the songs every day, or the bus drivers. They hear the songs every day, the kids, whatever. And then there's like a video of them singing and they're like not Jewish, or they're like, they could barely even speak English and they're singing this song. So
Funny.
it's so weird to watch, but it's also like, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like it's a connection beyond just a human to human, because you're like, you could sing the same song as me and you could like the same song as me and you're not even Jewish. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
if there was one message that you could give to the person listening to this.
Wow. One message. I think that since we are living in a very, very special times, it's really, I said, biblical times. Think about it, about the stories of King David, about the stories of Moses, about the story of the people of Israel coming to Israel, all of the stories. We are definitely in it. So, what should we do now? Can we live our life the same we lived them before October 7? The answer is no. Should we do more than what we are doing every day? The answer is definitely yes. So, I want to give some chizuk to say that let's stretch ourselves. Let's be better. Let's do more. Write down your schedule, your daily schedule. Okay? What am I doing? I'm here in the studio today with Asher with DJ. Today we are interviewing Moshe, Noam, doesn't matter who. But what do I do today for the soldiers, for the people of Israel, for the hostages? You remember that we are still having in captivity 55 hostages. How I'm not living my life like it's normal, like nothing happened. No. So many things happened. So many things are still happening right now. And how can I connect myself, Noam, DJ, Asher, all of us who is listening now, right now to us, and do more. It doesn't need to be something big. You know what? Just close your eyes for 10 seconds. Think about the hostages. Wow, I'm with you. You are walking down the street. You see someone? Shalom. How are you? You know that someone needs help, a chizuk? Give him a call. Hey, DJ, how are you? I saw you yesterday. You look, something is bothering you. You want to sit, you want to talk? Give a charity. Do a mitzvah. Do it just a good thing. Do something not for yourself. Do something for the others. And I think, first of all, it's amazing because it makes us much better. And that makes the difference. That's what we need. Because think about the chayalim, the soldiers. There are soldiers that are serving nearly 620 days. We can't be the same. Can't be the same. People tell me, Noam, you are in the front line. I said, you are also in the front line. Even here in New York, you can do a lot. You can even imagine how much you can do to spread this beautiful spirit and messages of Judaism, of Israel. The world needs us. Now we see how much the Jewish people, our story, is so meaningful to the world. The kindness, generosity, the love, the support, everything. Let's come together and try to do it with a smile, with a song, with something, because otherwise, you know, it's השם יתברך, תמיד אוהב אותי, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. השם יתברך, תמיד אוהב אותי, ותמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. ויהיה לי
עוד יותר טוב.
ועוד יותר טוב.
עוד יותר טוב.
ועוד יותר טוב. ועוד יותר טוב. ועוד יותר טוב. תמיד יהיה לי רק טוב. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל.
I wanted to see more harmony from you, DJ.
What an amazing human. Thank you for everything you're doing.
Thank you,
for coming and
guys.
spending time
You're
with
the
us.
best, Noam.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Love you and do the best.